don't talk anymore.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be my reflection vlog for Broadcasting 3. If you guys have been watching my videos, you know that I have been taking that class for a while now. This is my third year, and that I've been posting videos and vlogs and stuff like that. And those are actually for a grade, if you didn't know that. One thing that I really liked about this year was the independence that came with being able to make your own vlogs and things like that, being in charge of your own editing schedule, and just the independence that came with the time management that was involved for that. I really enjoyed that. I thought that it was something different and interesting than most classes would allow, because most classes are very like, you have something to do every single day, and with this class, it's you have an assignment due at the end of the week, get it done. And I really like that because you can work at it on your own pace and you can make sure that you produce quality content. And a few things that I disliked about Broadcasting 3 was that with the independence that came with it, there was it was just a very big transition from Broadcasting 2 to Broadcasting 3, where you're working with people non-stop and you have a big group of people who are trying to create the same goal and you're doing all the same things. Everybody just has a different job, and it's just a big transition because I was used to making sure that I was working with people, and now as a Broadcasting 3 student I get to work completely by myself, which I actually prefer that. And I know that I myself is accountable for all the work that I'm producing, so it is it's a great class and it's a lot of fun. But there was a big transition. A few things that I disliked about it was that there was a week span of time to edit your vlog, and you had to edit in class because the vast majority of us did not have the editing software that we use on our own computers. And for some people, they don't even own their own computers. So it is fair that everybody works on it in school, just so nobody has an advantage over the other and they end up getting a higher grade because they're able to work on it at home. But I do think that if there was a longer period, if maybe there was like that many vlogs due at the end of the month versus one due at the end of every week, it would allow students to be able to work harder on some videos versus others that are like easier, because there are easier videos to edit versus harder videos to edit. If you're doing like one continuous film with not a lot of like mess ups or anything like that, it's way easier and way faster to edit versus something that needs to be cut to cut to cut to cut to cut with different music, because you only can use 30 seconds, all this. So there's a difference for that, and it does take time, and I can see that it takes time. And so I just wish that it was like that instead, but I do understand one being due every week, and I do think that is completely manageable if you like use your time wisely. My favorite project from this year, we did a little bit of projects. There was mostly vlogs that we did. We did director's reports, and then we did Art Comes to Life. And the Art Comes to Life project was very interesting because it forced you as a filmmaker and videographer to really use your different strengths and weaknesses to shine that piece of art, and you really had to get creative on how you're going to represent that art piece. And I really enjoyed that because not everyone does the same type of editing and does the same type of like has the same type of ideas. So it's very interesting to watch how everybody portrays their art piece that they chose and why they chose the art piece that they did choose. So that was very interesting. My least favorite was probably the director's reports, just because you had to focus solely on the director, not on the movie piece that you were referring to. I wish you could really talk from your perspective as an audience member from watching the film, and talk about the film itself that you're referring to for a reference to their directing styles. I wish you could get more into that versus the director in itself. But overall, I do think that those projects were very manageable and very interesting, and required some work, and I think that's always good in a class because you don't want an easy A and then not have to work for anything. So I do think that those projects were really great, and something that I would suggest for future Broadcasting 3 students for a project is maybe create a music video or create a different tag, like a YouTube trend. So if they were to create a music video and or YouTube trend, they had to find a trend that's going around on YouTube. Like as of right now, there's a lot of Get Ready With Me. There's also a lot of my 5 a.m. morning routines. That's very, very, very popular right now according to my recommendations page and trending page. But if they were to recreate a video like that and put their spin on it and see how they would do that different trend, and then write like a little paragraph about how and why it's trending right now and what as a viewer makes it so like intriguing to know what that person's doing and how they do it. So I do think that that would be a great video and project opportunity for future Broadcasting 3 students. And if you go to my school or you go to a school that offers this program, I do really, really, really encourage it. It's a great class, and with my teacher, she's amazing, and I couldn't ask for a better one. And I think that if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be talking to a camera right now, and I wouldn't have found my love for filmmaking and the passion for just creating different art pieces and different films and being able to showcase different people and how they live their lives and how I even live mine through my vlogs. So I do think that it's a great opportunity if you are presented with that opportunity to take that class and learn how to be a filmmaker. It's fantastic and a lot of fun, and it's a great way, even if you don't like filmmaking, it's a great way to learn different communication skills and how people communicate and the different types of communication as well. And it adds a different perspective on when you're watching movies. You know what's going on, and you know why this person did this instead of this, why they're always happy endings instead of a bad ending, you know, stuff like that. You can have a deeper understanding for, even if you just don't like being in front of a camera or behind one, you get a deeper understanding for stuff that you see all the time. And in the world that we live in today, communication is a big part. So, especially digital communication like this. So, if you guys like this video or have questions about broadcasting and how it was, or if you're considering starting a YouTube channel or doing filmmaking, please leave a comment down below. I try to respond to all of them. And if you like this video, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. And if you made it to this far into the video, thank you so much for watching.